it. Diamond League match begins in 3, 2, 1, go.
To get the winners. Be an interesting race for sure.
Do the runners
Screen's freaking out a little bit.
are the runners on Twitch? Are you guys stream?
I am not on Twitch right now.
No, they both do stream though.
Okay.
I do.
Okay, we'll get some shout outs. Get some shout outs for you. Okay, nice and quick through the prologue, and now the real fun begins with Forsaken City. Well, whenever you guys are ready, just park it on the postcard screen. I'll count it down.
Is my internet fine, or is it like very bad?
It looks fine. It looks
Yeah,
fine.
both look fine. Yep.
Alright.
Little fun fact about this level is that before Tom played any of the rest of the game, he actually got a sub 1 time on City.
Really? Just grinding City over and over?
Oh yeah, it took him
Wow.
what, a couple months or whatever before you did anything else. 2 months, yeah.
10,000.
Wow. Actually,
Runners ready.
actually insane. Okay, here we go. Let's get into Forsaken City. It begins in 3, 2, 1, go.
Look out for the difference in strats here between the two players. I'm curious because I know they've both done City Isles before.
Wow. It looks like we're watching a one-person play right now on two
they're doing the
screens.
same strats.
Literally mirrored here. Oh, Tluo.
Z-pad route.
Tluo with a
Z-pad
misstep.
route from
Oh,
Aurora.
Aurora with the flex route.
I love to see that.
Eh.
Tom giving it his best shot.
Nice.
Well, I'm not playing.
This'll happen. Will happen.
Not playing.
Quad banger, yes. This is the maximum speed category, yes.
Something about Tom's screen share is freaking out.
It's a
not
little
your
bit,
internet.
yeah.
It's not your internet, but like every once in a while it'll just like
It's a little glitchy.
yeah. You want to try to reshare after this chapter, Tom?
Yeah, no.
It's a good idea. Really, really good stuff from Aurora there.
Yeah,
102.
file time. That's pretty good.
That's the kind of video.
Is that like a 1 flat with chapter time? Yeah, 1 flat. That's pretty good.
Let's not talk about that one.
On to the next. That's why you meet at the post screen. No man left behind.
Hold on. Okay, I think I've reached.
Okay, I think I adjusted the audio levels a little bit, so we should be alright.
I should be good now.
Did you reshare, Tom? I didn't see if you did or not.
Okay, we're ready for Old Site. Let's get it. Both players look like they're ready. Let's drop in 3, 2, 1, go.
Tom, are you going?
Yeah. Oh wait, I did not hear anything.
Oh, uh-oh.
Like
Yeah,
I
you
think
can
like
you can go ahead and go.
yeah.
You have it
Yeah,
already.
no problem.
Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me,
Yeah.
by the way?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I think my I think my Discord or something died for a second.
For those out there unaware of some of the more minor micro optimizations that kind of make a pretty big deal in this chapter, there's a lot of double jumping out of dream blocks, which is a thing that you can do. It gets you a lot more speed in certain areas.
How does that work? Is that what are the inputs like for that?
So you basically just press jump twice, very quick succession when you're about to leave a dream block. You can jump once. You can buffer a jump once right before you leave a dream block, and then you can jump once in the coyote frames after you leave a dream block. From what I understand, AuroraDash actually just did a strat in the second to last battling room that relies, I believe, on a double jump ultra out of a dream block, which is pretty stylish.
Style points.
Stylish, and it's fast. It's nice. Lets you get a lot more speed like that. There's a lot of more optimizations like that in the summit, where we have multiple dashes and a lot more room to work with around the dream blocks, but definitely used in chapter 2 as well. Those are some of the more optimizations that you'll kind of get as you want to start grinding your 145 old site down even further, basically, kind of stuff. Pretty clean awake from Aurora. Oh, slips up right at the end, but recovers it just fine with a nice backup. I like that backup.
Did we lose Tluo?
Tom looks like he's
I
having
can
a
hear you
little
guys
bit of
just
trouble.
fine.
Yeah, your video feed's a little bit frozen at the moment.
I just entered awake, so
143 is quite
This
nice.
is remarkably good for like these conditions. Like, regardless of what happens after this is already a success.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a 318.
really good start.
Pretty dang nice.
Jeez. We're gonna resurrect Tluo here, guys. Send your power into chat.
I guess another fact about the runners. Aurora, I think you got like it was a 2730 or something, but it was unrecorded, unfortunately, so it's not up on the leaderboards, from what I understand.
Yeah, it was 27-28.
2728. I
Wow,
apologize. Yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah, it was
fast.
crazy. That was my first 27. It came out of nowhere.
Just everything came together on that run.
I did get a proper recorded 27 a couple days ago, fortunately. It's not as good though. It's 27:55.
I can't hear you right now, Tom, if that's what you were asking. You want to try to restart Discord? That might be an attempt at some sort of technical fixing or whatnot.
Yeah, we could try. I could also try and we'll restart the call, restart the sharing.
I think the call's fine. I think it's probably on his end more
Okay.
likely.
Aurora, thank you so much for thanks to all the runners and the commentators today. But I'm just curious, how'd you start playing this game?
Well, I was on the Matt Makes Games website in like March of 2018 looking for something else. And I'd actually been a fan of them for like a really long time, for like probably close to like 10 years at this point.
Oh, wow.
So I just saw that they had Celeste out, and that kind of caught my curiosity. So a couple months later, I decided to check it out, and I've been playing ever since.
Wow, and they what's the other one they did? That Towerfall, I think it's called.
I've never played Towerfall, actually. The one I was
Okay.
looking for was called An Untitled Story.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact about an Untitled Story. I know nothing about the game. I've never played it, but the music that plays at the very beginning of the game when Madeline is parking her car in prologue, that music comes from an Untitled Story.
Whoa, nice throwback. Sickly Jack in chat asks how many hours you have in the game, Aurora.
Wait, can I guess?
You can guess.
Is it 2,300? Or is it more? It might be more. Or less, I suppose.
I have 2,900 on Steam. In my main practice file, I've got like 1,600 and something, although I spend a lot of time like outside that these days.
Wow,
Nice.
that's how you get fast,
Pretty good.
guys. That's how you do it.
That's definitely up there. I just hit 1,100 hours the other day. I'm
Wow,
on my way.
jeez. And I feel like I play this game a lot, and I have like 250 hours.
Oh yeah.
I think I am
Old baby.
chilling.
Yeah, looks
Okay.
like we're good to go.
Yeah, looks like we're back. So let's get into the Celestial Resort. Runners are at the ready, and we're going to drop in 3, 2, 1, go.
This is my favorite chapter in the speedrun, personally. it's pretty infamous because there's a lot of cycles, and I feel like a lot of people when they're starting to learn the game, it's a little bit more brutal. But once you learn how to go really fast in this chapter, I think there's nothing more satisfying personally, except maybe Ridge. But Resort is definitely my favorite.
What?
Also, potentially the chapter where we're gonna see, aside from maybe Summit, I suppose the biggest difference in, I guess, movement between the players, because as we were just talking about, Aurora and his 2,900 hours has accrued a lot of really clean and crisp movement in this game. Tom, well, he's definitely a very talented player. He's definitely a lot more new to the game.
I don't know if it's going on, honestly. But we'll see if I can recall.
Hey, man, good chance he beat my race time when I was in this.
I think I didn't happen to catch that, so.
Yeah, good for me, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, let's not talk about that. It's done.
I'm like, hey, what's up,
Room that we're in
hello?
right now, this giant, huge mess room. One of the cooler rooms to optimize as far as movement. Really easy to get caught up on the walls and lose very non-insignificant amount of times very easily.
Yeah, very true.
It's really interesting to see, I guess, just the difference in between, like, all the races that have happened today and this race. You're going to see a lot, probably potentially the most difference, maybe not the most obvious, but the most like difference in like time wise, like, is going to be changed in rooms where there's no obstacles, like the awake section in Old Site, or this huge mess room in Resort.
Yeah, that's a really good
where
point
it's
about
just all movement.
Yeah, and the higher, the faster you go, it's the rooms that you wouldn't think would make a difference are the ones that make a difference.
Yeah, exactly. The hardest parts of the game to optimize are the ones where there's nothing to kill you.
What?
Which, yeah, definitely at a certain level, not dying is, like, definitely not the only thing you're looking out for. I would say that deaths and movement mistakes are potentially around equal as far as importance and time loss. So even if you don't die in a room, if you mess up the movement, you can lose just as much or more time, even depending on the room.
Oh yeah. And again, as these times get faster, every mistake is more significant. So if your PB is a 55-minute, you get away with a lot of mistakes and a lot of deaths. But when you're at this level of speed, even a small mistake, it's important.
Yeah, it's a very big mental game just to stay focused throughout. There will be times where you make a couple minor mistakes, and you just gotta, resign yourself to the fact that, hey, that'll happen. It's not the end of the world. Not worth getting upset over. You just gotta keep ahead in the game. I think that's like a really big challenge as you approach like a faster time in this game. Is just to rotate the check one and demo dash.
Ooh, good thing he did.
Yeah.
There we go. Second try.
Missing the task cycle in the next room, unfortunately. That room's got a really cool strat. I don't know if it's been shown off in this league. Comet might have gotten it. I know I didn't get it in our race. Maybe Tom, I don't know if Tom goes for it.
I do not.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Get a really fast corner boost to make a really tight cycle in that next room. Saves about 2 seconds, but very, very easy to mess up and very, very punishing room if you die during it. So.
And for anybody who's ever struggled with the Oshiro section, either casually or just learning the speed run, just watch the way these players handle it. It's gonna make it look very easy.
Yeah, we're approaching the final room, looking at a nice, comfy low 2x time, but nothing else goes
Don't
wrong.
talk about it. I think we're looking at like a 5-10.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Aurora. That's alright, I'll take credit for that one. This last room, it's funny. I don't have a death strat for this last room. I know a lot of runners don't, because if you die there, the run's usually just kind of over. You gotta reset. Ooh, fortunately able to grab the coin and then downright dashes himself into The meatballs of doom.
I'm finding it a little hard to not tilt right now. But...
Yeah. See, this is where the mental game comes in. Racing, especially, is all about staying focused and just kind of keeping going despite making mistakes. And don't worry, Tom, I don't think I got a sub in my race either.
Yeah. Oh my.
Hey, what's up, Sal? Welcome in, man.
What's up, hello?
Good luck to both runners. Thank you, Sal.
That is something I do see a lot of players enter the last Shiro. And I think at one point, I think it was in the Ben Easy tutorial a while ago, and this is bad. Because he was teaching, I'm not entirely sure about that, it was in that tutorial, but there was something that was telling people to enter the last room of the Shiro and immediately retry and play the death cycle. That's no good. Don't do that, guys.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, cool. Golden Ridge.
Now we are through.
I think
You're doing great. You got this, Tom.
All right, let's go.
Get some,
so.
get some love for Tom in the chat.
Big love for Tluo in the chat. Send him your energy as we get into Golden Ridge. Let's drop it in. 3, 2, 1, go.
This is my second favorite chapter to speedrun.
There's so many. It's so strat heavy.
Oh yeah, this chapter is just, it's all action-packed, fast-paced movement. That's a really cool strat from Aurora. I'm really glad you did that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, unfortunately not getting the corner boost in the next area, but very stylish way to get the Ultra in the third room. These are some spicy strats from Aurora. I'm assuming with these kind of strats, I would assume Aurora has, I don't know if he has a 2x, but those are the kind of strats that you'd be looking to put in if you're like aiming for a 30 or 2 minutes and 20-second time, I would say, in the chapter. Both of them with the cheeky spike jump. Aurora getting the corner kick. Now that is a couple micro. Oh, Aurora getting
Wow.
both of them. Yeah, there's two fairly significant optimizations in Shrine. Oh, unfortunately, Aurora a little bit awkward on the Ultra there, taking a death in the auto scroller. But yeah, there are two fairly significant optimizations that you can make in the Shrine checkpoint. By essentially like kicking off of these corners to the ceiling, and saving the time of climbing a wall. Aurora got both of them, which is a pretty big time save. Unfortunately, taking a couple deaths on the auto scroller.
Yeah,
Interesting
Tluo.
strat, though.
Tluo with the lead here.
I actually am totally gonna look into what Aurora was doing in that auto scroller room, because that looked really, really cool. Unfortunately, it killed him a couple times, but it looked like he may have been able to start the Ultra earlier, if I'm not mistaken.
Looking cool is proven to be much more important than going fast. I think most people would agree.
I would say so, yeah. Tom with a pretty decent looking ridge so far.
Yeah, very smooth.
I'm okay. I mean, like, much better than his research. I'm not gonna throw out any numbers, for risk of the curse, but looking kind of nice. I
Yeah.
will say that.
Very, very buttery ridge.
That's for sure.
Lots
That is
of-
why they call it
Lots of
Golden
good luck
Ridge.
to both runners in chat. Lots of love in chat for both runners.
Ooh, Tom narrowly escaping death by snowball. Thankfully, you never like to see in races. You never like to see big deaths like that at the end of rooms. So, thankfully, Tom was able to get through it just fine. Oro unfortunately running into a little bit of trouble as his Ultra Momentum gets cancelled in a couple rooms ago. But finishing out this one. Nice ridge, Tom.
I have
A
a
nice-
new
a nice
newfound
clean
appreciation
forest.
for it.
Aurora, as we said, pretty clean. There was a few movement slip-ups in cliff face, and obviously there's
That was really nice, yeah.
Can we open up the journals real quick, guys, before we go into Mirror Temple?
Can we reset?
We reset.
Bro, if we could reset, I would reset in city.
Exactly. 250 Golden Ridge
Aurora,
there for
I actually wanna ask you a
Tluo,
question.
and a 308 for Aurora.
Aurora, was that setup for the first auto-scroller allow you to start the Ultra earlier? That you doing?
I have no idea.
Okay, because I've never seen it before. You just kind of clinged onto it. Maybe you can raise the block earlier. I'm not sure. That looked pretty cool, though.
We got about a minute difference here, heading into Mirror Temple.
Tom, able to make up a bit of time last chapter.
Okay, here we go. Mirror Temple begins in 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you, Ezra. 105.722 lead for Aurora.
Aurora running into a bit of a hiccup in the first dash block room of the chapter, but not a huge deal. I believe that there are going to be a couple strat differences between the 2 and 5A.
Let's go.
Both making the fast cycle, looking kind of nice. Yeah, alright, they're just about synced back up again.
You'll see these guys doing a lot of, again,
Theo
just...
Warp. Aurora gets the Theo Warp, just
Oh,
fine.
nice.
Tom does not go for it.
That's similar
Yeah,
to the,
save.
oh, here we go. Let's see the depths corner boost here.
Oh yeah, there it is. Depths corner. Miss
Wow,
forward.
both
Depths
players.
corner is-
Wow.
Oh, he could have Unfortunate. It's alright though. He got the
Very
speed.
unfortunate. Nicely done, though.
We're approaching the tape room. It's not looking he's going for the extra dash at the beginning of the room.
Let's see if they get the one cycle.
Respectable.
Yep. Both are probably going to get the one cycle.
There's a there is a strat to make the cycle a little bit more tight, but it also saves like 5 frames, so totally worth it. No,
Do we have
neither
to
runner's
pause
doing
again, or
it.
do we just go on to the next level right away?
Well, since we're both there, we can do a quick countdown into Mirror Temple B.
You know, that cassette room was a lot harder without sound.
I believe
I
it.
forgot I had my sound
Oh,
on.
right, yeah.
That's
I didn't think about that.
Well, you're
Okay.
able to get the fast cycle first try though. That's really impressive. I can't even do that with sound half the time.
All right, let's start Mirror Temple B here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Obviously, the big trick coming up this chapter, Bubs drop. Can we get some thoughts and prayers in the chat for both runners?
Yes, please.
They're gonna need it.
Blessings, all the blessings for this successful Bubs drop. And some people, I think, use audio cues for Bubs drop as well.
So little fun fact about the audio cue that everyone seems to swear by about 3 minutes before realizing it doesn't work. Is that the person who invented the strat themselves dropped it because it doesn't work. Both Bubs
Nice.
drops. Let's go. That's great.
It's
Yeah,
because
the
chat
audio
said
cue-
so much love.
Audio cue does not work at all.
Okay, yeah, I remember hearing that somewhere, and I was like, I don't know how that could work, but
Really cheeky cycle from AuroraDash in the
Wow.
Bubs drop +2 room. You love to see that. Aurora is, I believe, currently. Him and Marlon have ping-ponged a lot, but I believe Aurora is the current world record for this holder for this level.
I believe you are right.
As he's going for some form of the boys cycle in the premier room. I don't really know what these strats are called, but looks really, really clean. Able to make up a little bit of time despite the couple deaths. And he goes for the save and quit, which, little known fact, I popularized that, which is cool.
oh yeah,
Let's go, fella.
wow, fell. That saves half a
I
second,
didn't-
right?
Half a second optimally. More often than not, it does not save a half a second. I did not discover that strat. That strat was discovered by Tassers, but then I realized, or somebody told me it saved time, and I was like, why does nobody do this?
Right.
So then I told, is Roar gonna get it? He does not. Anyway, I told Chai about it, and then Chai got a world record by, I think, 4 frames using that strat.
That's
which is
right.
cool.
Yeah, I remember that.
Time for baby Theo.
Ooh, that was a neat Theo strat. I love watching Aurora's Theo section. Is so cool. Aurora recently posted a 35-second Theo segment, which is like incredibly fast. For anyone with no perspective, sub 40 Theo is like really good. He got a 35, so
Yeah, this is absolutely like upper echelon gaming right
to
here.
get the best cycle. He does.
Wow.
I don't know. I have no idea how he makes that strat consistent. It's the setup for that is pretty damn precise.
Tluo not too far behind.
No, not too bad of a 5B for Tom. Whack strat, but I'll give it to you.
I say 5B is probably, as we original, my most consistent chapter.
So fast,
I'm
such
fine.
speed.
You know that strat doesn't look like it saves time. I don't think.
It does not. It
Okay,
does not.
just making sure. It looks cool.
No. My entire Theo section is very baby.
334 temple
Wow.
with
Four
3
flat.
deaths.
4
Or
flat
2
temple.
deaths. Mike, that is
Four
really
flat.
fast. That is a really fast temple time.
Extreme speed on display here. Let's as we head into reflection.
That is a
Right.
world
Have fun in
record
6B,
level
Aurora.
temple for
I'll
sure.
have fun in 6A.
Oh, we're gonna see a split here.
Mhm.
The first time we're seeing 6B, I think, in a race here. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it.
Very potentially. I know that. Oh, you can go ahead and do the countdown.
Okay, reflection in 3, 2, 1, go.
I know that as far as the other Diamond League competitors, Comet and I are both 6A gamers as well. Comet is a contender for the 6A world record, which is cool. 'Cause Comet's really fast.
Comet is very
I am
fast.
not. I am not a contender for the 6A world record, but maybe one day. Well,
Aaron-
I'm not. I'm gonna stop playing this level soon. Ooh, Tom getting leg skip first try. Aurora getting a second try. That's okay. You actually save roughly a second over not doing leg skip by getting leg skip second try.
Wow, very advanced
But,
stuff, yeah.
but that is only if you die. So Aurora actually saved more time because he failed leg skip but did not die.
So coming up pretty soon here, you're going to see the divergence in paths as Aurora goes to the 6B tape.
Is he gonna go for Revo's nonsense? And he does. And unfortunately loses momentum. That will happen. That trick is notoriously unreliable. But you go really eking fast if you get it right. Like,
Yeah,
you
I've
just-
seen that. It's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The game feeds are a bit laggy, Aaron.
Yeah, it's just the nature of the beast. It's gonna like kind of it'll go in and out. They'll be fine and they'll be laggy. It's
Yeah. This is unfortunately the problem with Discord streaming is that the FPS is not always reliable, whereas the problem with Twitch streaming is the delay. I guess.
there's no best of both worlds, unfortunately.
I believe, depending on how much runner interaction you want to have in these races, that Twitch is potentially the way to go in the future. But with runner interaction, Discord is definitely the better thing, just because. Oh, really cool strat from Aurora. Yeah. Yeah, the video quality is definitely much better on Twitch for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We saw that earlier in one of our earlier races. So what's the potential time save of 6B over 6A?
People throw out numbers. None of them are right. The potential time save over the world record of 6A versus the world record using 6B. I believe Aurora's gotten it to be about 11 seconds, but I could be wrong about that. However, that is with a lot of strats that a lot of people don't consider probably to be full game run strats for 6B. I know Aurora is really good at this chapter, so he does a lot of strats that potentially a lot of other people wouldn't do. I believe that more often than not, people are saving between 5 to 8 seconds with a good 6B versus a good 6A. However, it is significantly more difficult to save that time when you're doing 6B versus when you're doing something like 5A. 5B is
What
really
I've
nice
seen-
because it's like really, really easy to get a good time with. It's really easy to save time with 5B. 6B, it's much, much harder.
From what I've seen of 6B times, I think a good 6B saves around 20 seconds over my good 6A, so
Well,
it's my 6A is not
but-
very good.
it's all relative, right? Because if you take a top player's 6A time versus a top player's 6B time, it probably is saving, you know, I would say 8 to 5 seconds mostly on average, I would say.
In the context of this race, though.
Okay, I see what you're saying, yeah.
So. Also, shoutouts to Fel himself for unbabying my rock bottom.
That's me. I like to yell at people to do faster stuff.
Fel,
Oh,
when
what?
is your stream tomorrow?
Tomorrow at noon Eastern
Wait.
Standard Time.
Nice.
I'm doing a Celeste 80% coaching stream.
Yeah,
Sure.
guys, if you're interested in speedrunning this game, even if you've never speedrun it before, or if you have a PB of an hour or whatever, it doesn't matter. Fel's a really, really good guy, really good teacher, and he takes the time out to just talk about strats and show you stuff. He actually has like a queue set up in his stream, so you can just join the queue with your question. And I've been in there many times, and he takes as much time as it takes normally to show you, answer your question and show you what you're looking to find out. A very worth stream,
Thank you.
but only if you like to go fast.
Both
I
runners
don't
kind
think
of in
I've
the later sections of the chapter right now. Battle and fight's nice. It's very smooth gameplay. Aurora with the nice strat there. Get a lot of speed. Oh, he goes over the block.
Wow.
Fast optimization there. That's cool. I like that strat. Nice cool little coin skip at the end of this room. Ooh, nearly dodged
Just
the
saves it.
ball. Yeah, that was a good one.
That's the other thing too that top runners are able to do. I mean, obviously they do a lot of things perfect, and that's great. But just being able to recover when you do make a mistake is really important.
Yeah, that's something that, as... Oh, no.
Bro, I can't help but laugh at that one.
That's the best way to treat it, You just gotta laugh.
Oh my god. This was a decent reflection. Okay. Alright, we're good.
As I said, it's something that, Aurora narrowly missing the weird rhythm block corner boost you need to make the Nero cycle. Well, I was saying something before. Oh yeah, something that just like pure hours will teach you in this game just by doing strats over and over again is you get used to failing strats in every way possible, and you kind of know how to deal with certain failures once they happen. And that's like only putting that amount of time into the game is gonna help with.
Yeah, that's a good point. That was a 4.5 minute B, I think.
Oh god.
5:47 total.
Oh no.
Respectful time, for sure. This is
Pretty fast.
looking to be
6:30. Yeah, 6:30.
Yep, just about 6:30.
Oh,
a
that
little over 2 minute difference between the
that rock
Aurora
bottom
with one death,
was something else.
3.
Man,
GG, both runners. This is really fast stuff.
It's a nice time here. Could be looking at a 28 for AuroraDash. It could be kind of nice. Kind of nice for a
Okay.
race time, I would say.
Load 82 is what I'm potentially going.
Okay. I don't know what I got in my race, but you should aim to beat that.
Oh yeah, load 31 is what I meant.
Yeah, I think I got a 32 in my race. You definitely are on pace for 31 though.
Yeah. Barring some kind of summit disaster, which is more than possible.
Yeah, Summit's the biggest, longest, hardest, fattest chapter in the entire run.
Yeah, it's like a game in itself,
fun.
It
Really is. It really is.
Okay,
I can't
runners
say I don't
up.
enjoy the chapter though. It is certainly quite fun.
Well, I'll be the one to say I don't enjoy the chapter. It is extremely long and stressful. Not very fun at the end of a run.
Okay, here we go. Looks like both runners are ready to get into Summit. Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1, go.
AuroraDash watching the sun in the mountain.
You got to take a minute and do that, you know?
I haven't looked at the screen in such a long time, actually. I forgot how cool it looked. Zero meters is one of the more interesting sections of the game because it's actually potentially like the hardest subsection of Summit to do correctly, I would say. It's definitely up there, if not the hardest. You know, it definitely has a deceptive appearance of being the first one. You know, it's pretty short. It's like less than 40 seconds. Or it's about 40 seconds, but it is brutally difficult to pull off well. We always say like it's you know, nothing gets the blood pumping more than like a 7-second death in 0 meters on a good pace. Thankfully, neither runner's taking a 7-second death in 0 meters, but Tom running into a little bit of trouble in 500 meters Summit. As Aurora ends up taking the individual level lead here. Fortunately, taking death in the coin room. This is a hard room. This is actually one of the harder rooms in the chapter. This coin room. Thankfully, both runners getting through it just fine. Looks like both runners getting the ultra strap, but Tom's screen was freaking out a little bit, so we didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I do that.
Cool looking strap. For sure. Doesn't save any time, but looks cool. Another pretty cool optimization that you'll see a lot of runners go for is also, actually, I want to pause that. Take a look out for Aurora strats in 1000 meters. One of the cooler sections of the game, I would say. Even small optimizations like that right dash before the down right in the coin room is like, that's hard. That's really hard to do. A nice demo dash strat in that room, really cool. Oh, when he's taking right side, oh, I love it. He's doing all the fast stuff. This is cool. I like this section of the game a lot. I don't know if you can tell. Nice ultra. Yeah, Aurora's kind of zooming.
Kind of fast.
The nice ultra under strat. I believe Lev found that? No, I could be wrong. I know Lev started doing it, so I saw it. But both runners are pretty close together. Honestly, there is I think 8 or so seconds difference between the two. At the
just
moment
about, yeah.
in the chapter. We're going for the 1500 meter demo dash, which is actually the easiest way to do that room, believe it or not.
Wow.
Easiest and fastest, thankfully. Running into a bit of trouble. Gonna catch a weird cycle, but as we said earlier, you know, Aurora's played this game a lot. He knows how to deal with weird cycles.
Prepared for all cycles, yeah.
Yeah, able to get through the room just fine. Really nice fast ultra strat, gets through it just fine.
Wow, such a cool section to see played fast.
Oh, that downright dash on the above section. I love that. Love that strat. Tom, unfortunately, not able to get the very fast cycle, but he does get a nice clean execution of the room. Coming up on Aurora's screen, I don't know how you feel about language, but there's this trick, the auto-scroller skip coming up for Aurora.
Yeah.
That is very important. It's a very, very long room. It's not super difficult, but it becomes exponentially more difficult the faster you try to take it, essentially.
Yeah, I just learned this. I just learned this from your stream, Fel, and I agree. I think for me, it's the easiest way to get through the room. But again, I'm not trying to do it super fast. I'm just trying to do it, kind of safely. So the faster you try and do it, it is a tight couple of jumps, a tight window.
We're getting there just fine. Tom approaching it next. Unfortunately, Tom taking a death, but he'll be fine. We're taking bottom routes. Unfortunately, not getting the demo into the bubble, but that's okay. Yeah, I think I was always so bad at the other strat.
Easy save.
That's a nice save. Yeah, I was always so bad at the other strat in Pajama that learning the auto-scroller skip was good for me because I died less often there.
Yeah, same. The other strat was very inconsistent for me.
definitely a bit finicky for sure. Recently, like as in like a couple weeks ago, recently somebody found a way to make it more consistent. But at this point, just do a faster strat, you know.
Oh yeah.
Aurora with a nice demo dash, unfortunately not, or demo hyper rather, unfortunately not getting ultra momentum off of that dash block, but is able to get through just fine.
Alright.
Coming up on Aurora's screen in a couple seconds, the last section of the game, 3,000 meters. You know it, you love it, you hate it at the same time. Anybody who likes downdraft should probably just, or likes downdraft is good. Anybody who likes updraft is bad.
Downdraft based.
There was some discussion earlier today about downdraft versus updraft.
Yeah.
And I think that if you asked, I would say anybody below 32 minutes what they thought of Summit, they would say that updraft is like the worst section of the game.
Wow.
I believe it's a very, very, very common consensus that updraft is just absolutely terrible and awful and horrible.
Interesting.
It's very slow, floaty, and stressful compared to downdraft, which is very action-packed, fast, and fun.
Ickle Chris says updraft better than downdraft. Fight me.
I will fight anybody and everybody at the same time.
I will also fight them with you.
Like
I got you,
downdraft,
bro.
once you learn to go fast in downdraft, it is one of the most fun parts of the run.
Yeah, this is an extremely fast downdraft we're seeing here.
Yeah, there's so many neat strats, and it's just you're always just moving, you know, skipping flags here, doing some wall bounces there, corner boosts here. It's good. It's a lot of fun. It's a very unique section of the game.
I always like watching runners at this level because it makes me feel like I haven't even started the game yet.
Yeah, you definitely go through a journey, I would say, you know, in terms of, you know, the level of strats that you're able to perform. And, you know, as you get better and you start to be able to do the faster strats, you definitely gain a whole new perspective on the game, I think. And every individual level. I'll agree with that one, Markers. Flag 20 is the hardest part of Summit, in my opinion.
Not the first room of 1K?
That's the second hardest. I changed my mind. I swear I've switched my mind up on that. Flag 20 is the hardest. First room 1K is the second hardest.
Yeah, never mind. 20 sucks.
Flag 20 is awful.
Oh, alright. Well, sub 9's gone, but
That's alright.
it's a good time.
Well, I gotta get you to do that demo dash on flag 17.
No, sir. I have tried your setup already.
No, I don't know. We can fix it. We can fix it.
Alright. Wait, hold on.
I think you're jumping.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Happy.
You got it. Yes, I'm very happy. He did it. We'll clap for that. We're approaching the last couple sections, last sections of the game. I keep a lookout here for Aurora's flag 2 strat. I'm interested to see which one he goes for. There's a very fast strat that saves about a half a second, but it's very risky. You know, it's at the very end of the run, and it also risks skipping flag 2. There's the risk of accidentally skipping flag 2. Looks like he gets flag 2, and he goes for the fast strat.
Nice.
Best of both worlds right there. Able to pull it out, save a nice cheeky half a second at the end of the run there.
I always love to see the flag 1, just the speed at which these guys can fly through this section.
And Aurora finishing out with a 28.52.
Wow.
That's a nice time. Fastest time we've seen in the league. Or the Blueberry Cup. You call it a league?
Yeah, I guess it's a league.
Okay.
Even though there's no real structure,
Right.
we're getting there.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Tom just wanted to peek over the edge there.
Let's send all the love and the energy to both these runners and to Tom for a nice, smooth, clean finish here.
GG Aurora.
Thank you.
Yeah, GG, for sure.
Yes, you all think updraft is better now, but just give it a couple months. You'll see. I have no doubt in my mind that every one of you will change your minds about updraft. I don't know, what are your thoughts, or updraft or downdraft, which is better?
Downdraft way better.
Hard to say, really.
Wait, Aurora has a GSA race that I'm calming right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So catch us both over there soon, I guess. That's pretty funny.
I think I prefer 7A downdraft, but 7B updraft.
Okay, that's fair. 7B is just a better level in general. 7A is 7A. I'm not a fan of 7A. 7B is a good level though.